Well, hello, my peeps. I have tried live several times and nobody is around, whether it's early, late. There's people that come in, but they don't talk. I often wonder if I'm getting a bunch of mimes going on here. It's frustrating, you know? But what can I expect with 200 people on my channel? Probably those 200 don't even come on there. So I thought I would do a Stitch with me to tell you what's going on with this channel. If you've read or been on my other channel, I have tried to delete it, but no matter how I follow instructions on the YouTube how-to go to the studio, to go to settings, to do advanced settings, I think it's because I need to go on my laptop and I haven't done it yet. So, I'm going to do that at some point, but apparently I'm not going to do it tonight because it's harder than it used to be at one time. Sad. But that being said, I am going to be looming hats on here. Let's see, we can do different cross stitches, but again, I'm going to be trying to get this stupid lighthouse done because you work 40-hour weeks. You don't really have all that energy to do it when you come home. Fortunately, tonight I do have energy. The weekends Saturday and Sunday and holidays, I can hit it strong and hard and several times a day. But I know some people get bored with the same thing, but when it comes to Stitch with Me's, I'm not looking at somebody's stitching. I am listening to their stories while stitching on my own. So, anywho, on this channel, I'm going to be adding some things that I haven't done in, definitely not on this channel. Haven't done it in years. I'm going to get back into it because I found a reason to get back into it. Alright, I gotta clean my glass. It's all spotty. Well, I'm not gonna spend my time doing that. I can see. So, besides the hat looming, which I have to make a bunch more of because I just did a Temu haul on here showing all the different buttons and labels I'm going to add to them, that is a reason to make hats. So the one thing that I have never mentioned on this channel or any other channel that I haven't done in a moon and a half, but I was threatening to sell the kits for, is peyote beading. If you're not familiar with it, you can look it up. There's lots of different tutorials out there. That's how I learned. And you use tiny, tiny little beads. I forgot some of the terminology. I even forgot how to properly put it on my needle and pick up and drop off and all this stuff, so I have to retrain myself. It won't take long. But the last time I did peyote was probably about 2 years ago, because when my dentist retired, I loved the heck out of him. I gave pen wraps to all his staff, and then he got a three-dimensional clear, 3D graph of a tooth. He loved it. So here is, if you have never seen it before, this is called peyote beading. And it's tiny little beads, 1 or 2 or 3 at a time, depends what the pattern you're doing, 1, 2, 3 drop. And you just do it in the pattern that you want. You can change whatever color you want, however you want. There's no rules. It's no different than cross stitch. You don't have to follow that color. You can do a different color. However, if you have one for a cat and you want to do a memory of it, then do it, white and gray and black or whatever. So this is a Halloween one, and I just do the G2, what is this? The G2 Pilot, and I put a little charm on it. And then I give them the pens, and then they can change out the color of the pen or the inside of the pen ink. So these are popular. I have a whole mess of, you name it. I have, actually, let me show you. I have this whole binder full of pen patterns. I also have bracelets and just normal whatever you can use for them. So I have here's the dentist supply I put in the front because see, I'm ready to do it. I don't know if you can see it because I'm zoomed in here. I'll just read them to you. You're not going to see much. Garden gnomes. This is a freaking thick one. I've never done garden gnomes before. We have policemen. I've done a whole mess for our local officers. I haven't done for the sheriff. I didn't know why I'd think of them, but probably because they're county and you don't think of them. Or CHP, you can still do the same thing. I have Halloween pen wrap with the spiders. USA celebrity pen. Optometrist for your eye doctor. Cocopelli pen wrap. That is the critter for the Arizona. You can look that up, what it means. The Arizona little guy. I have Bead Addict pen wrap. It has the word and then a whole mess of beads. Some owls I've done. Cancer I've done. And the cancer ribbon, you can change to whatever ribbon for whatever ailment. So that's an awesome one. We have Cats Crowded brown light cover. I think this is a light like a cigarette lighter, which I'm not going to do. Cats at the Moonlight, and I think it's two cats on a wall hugging their tails together to make a heart. Cats Rule pen wrap with a pause, and it says Cats Rule. Chicken pen wrap, I've done that. It's got a bunch of eggs to it too. Crab. Desert, like Arizona Desert, Desert 1 and Desert 2, different themes. Dolphins, I've done that and that and that and that. Fireman pen wrap, I have done that as well. It's got cute little, see if I can see it through the plastic, like a fire engine and a fire extinguisher and all that fun stuff. I have an American flag I've done. Frog, I've done a lot of these, so. Frog 1, Frog 2, done those. Halloween, number 5 they call it, is the one I just showed you. Owl Halloween, done that. Halloween Pumpkin, been there, done that. Little Paw Prints. Hummingbird, I haven't done the hummingbird wrap yet. Interesting. Let It Snow, I don't think I've done that. Lighthouse, have not. Lovebird, I have, because I get these specifically for like a person in our family. Person in our family had a lovebird, so I did one for them. So it's either because family members had something and, you know, I did it for them, or I liked it. Let's see here. G2 Owl and Moon. 9 Lives with cats. And the 9 Lives is nothing but tiger eyes, because I don't think you can see this. I got you zoomed in here. Salmon pen wrap. You know what the salmon looks like, the males with the hooked mouth. Let's see here. Sarcasm, a surface I offer. Scorpion. Seahorse. Seashells. Snowmen. Spiders. And then quit Googling my eyes, or stop Googling my eyes. Sunflower. I did that because somebody loves sunflowers. And then the Snuggle Peyote, which is a panda and a baby cuddling. I think this is the first one I've done. And it's not a pen wrap, it's a 2-drop, which means you pick up 2, put them down. Pick up 2 more, put them down 2 beads later. Pick up 2, put 2 beads later, you put them back down. So that was, it's a little, what do you call it? I don't know if you call it a pendant. Yes, that's a good word for it, pendant. I do have some of the ones that I have created already. I don't know if I have them in this room. Let me look real quick. I do not have them. But that is something I'm going to show you as well. I'm going to get motivated to do that. So that's something that is coming up. Luminats. And then, yeah. So that's a new situation on this channel. Instead of just doing cross-stitching all the time and people get bored with the same cross-stitch or the same ones, there will be stories involved. I can show you how to do peyote beading to get you inspired. Like I said, there's several videos out there of how to do different things. I've done Russian spirals, which is just a fancy little spiral. There are, I don't know, you call it, they're not, let me get my other binder here. Binder, where are you? I traded some patterns for somebody else who's doing them. So this is called, what we call bracelets. Okay. See, it's been so long, I wasn't sure. So I have a cat silhouette bracelet, hearts, American flag. Some of these I've done and I got frustrated because something wasn't right and wasn't turning out and I didn't understand it. So more cats, confetti party bracelet, flamingo, gears. I have done a gears one. I can show you on my example. Giraffe. What is this called? It's a cat. It's like a domestic cat, but half of its face and it has eyes and whiskers. How do they call this? Dragon's Lair patterns, but it's cute. I haven't done that one yet. I started to do something, I'll think of it here when I see it. Indian Summer. Another leopard. New York Skyline bracelet. Paws and Bones. And I have my own colored pencils in there when I've done it of what I want to do. Safari Night, and that's a tiger stripe thing. Stained glass is also beautiful that I've done. Right, Ziva? Oh, you're Misty. Never mind. Southwest X's and O's. Looks like I did that at some point. Tie-dyed. Tiger. Tinkerbell. Independence. I don't know if I have any in between here. No, only two. Michael Jackson. I see, I totally forgot about that. It has his half a face with his signature hair curled down to his nose. I've never done that one. That should be interesting. And that's all I have on that binder, if you can even see that. But yeah, lots of things to do on peyote. So as you can tell, I have lots of hobbies to keep me going, and I wanted to sell all the peyote because I wasn't working on it. But now I have a reason to work on it. So I will be doing the dentist. I'm not going to be asking who wants me to see something because I know better. Nobody will respond. Nobody will talk. They'll view, they'll like, kind of, sort of, and then they won't respond. It gets very frustrating doing that. I don't know how half these people are able to do it. I think personally it's because when it's floss tube, they are describing their patterns, they're showing them, they're saying how many stitches they've done, how many they have to do, the type of fabric named, the type of floss they use, and all the intricate things. Nope, I'm not about that. I just like to chit-chat, stitch, tell you about my day. And go from there. So, anywho, other than that, I just went to the dentist. I had the upper left far back molar, is it? Those chewing ones. I had a crown put on it many years ago. And between then and now, apparently the tooth itself is decaying and isn't very good. And I often wondered if it's because you have a crown on it and, you know, it's a last-ditch effort and the tooth isn't getting attention and it just decays. So I went to go a few months ago because I need a plate on the bottom and a partial on the top. And of course, before you do that, you have to have an x-ray to find out which cavities, which crowns, which whatever need fixing, so everything's perfect before you get that plate. So everything's molded to what you have. So yesterday I went over there and they numbed me up because it was very tender, and they removed the crown. Well, let's back up. When they removed the original crown, they said, well, the tooth underneath looks very decayed, and they removed the crown, and the tooth was sure enough damaged a lot. And they're like, you know what? Here's the deal. If we put this crown on, there's not a lot of stuff here to play with. If it may or may not last out the door. It may last 1 year, 2 years, 3 months, whatever. Do you want to do that, or do you want to pull it? And they said that they can take stuff because there's enough of the tooth left to build up to put the crown on. And I said, yeah, let's conserve the teeth. So we went ahead and did that. She built it up. She took an imprint to get for the real crown. And yesterday I go in and she removes the crown. And when she removed it, it took off more than she put on there to build it up. Took more of the tooth out. So now she's like, well, we're at the same scenario. More stuff came off from the original time. We're either going to put it on and charge you the $1,000 some odd, but if you walk to the desk and it falls off, I'm not going to put it back on again, and then we'll have to pull it, and you'll have to, pay $300 some odd more for a pull. Yeah, that's an easy decision. My philosophy is pull it or patch it. So we pulled it. I said, yeah, I'm not spending $1,000 for a what if. So we pulled it. No big deal. We're going to get some teeth in there. And I actually brought the tooth home. It was very fascinating to see how weak the tooth looked. It looked fake. It just, So yeah, it was bad. So anyway, we did that and we pulled it. And so that was yesterday. And now I'm just sitting there going, okay, I'm going to be sucking on noodles and soft things for a while. But I have been losing weight because of all the lack of teeth I have, which doesn't bother me. I can lose weight. Who can't, right? So, even the doctor's like, you've been losing weight. And I said, well, that's because I've been chewing like a beaver with my front teeth. And chewing all these other little things, so. So now we need time for that to heal. And the last thing we need to do is my bottom right, the only molar left on that side. That crown needs replacing as well. I'm like, here we go again. But she says that tooth underneath looks a lot better. So we're just going to take it. If it's one of those iffy, I know automatically to pull it. So all I'll have on that bottom is my front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teeth in the very front. No big deal. Because when they do the plate, they can add or subtract what they need. Get it done with. I'm paying the same price. So that won't happen until February, but because they couldn't do the real crown today, or yesterday, they reimbursed me that, and then for pulling was $300, so they did the difference, blah, blah, blah. So in February, we will do the crown thing. We'll have to wait, and then we had something in March. By the time the crown gets fixed and put in, we'll do that if the situation. So we know because of my history that, if they're going to say, well, there's barely any, I'm going to have to build this one up as well to get that crown on there and blah, blah, blah. If they say that, I'm pulling that one too. Why not? 300 is better than 1,000. But when all said is done and I get my plate and I get my partial and I get this, that, and the other, it will be just under $8,000. Like, holy Toledo. I'm glad I found a card that can support that and that I can pay it off, and taxes are coming up at the end of January for my paperwork, so I can get that in and have that filed and returned to me by February, help to pay off that card. So I have it all planned out. Yay me! That's my life, going to work, cross-stitching, going to the dentist. I did place 2 Temu orders, quite large ones. As you probably saw, yes, you did see on this channel the Temu order that has that round sand thing that they do. I went ahead and ordered another one, but the stand has a light to it, and I ordered green for that one. And then I also ordered a third one of purple. So the people that work like the ones I have, but if it becomes a distraction to them or to me, I have to remove it. Because even at work, I have to concentrate on what I'm doing. If I get involved in a conversation of whether it's work or whether it's personal, I can't seem to get back into my concentration mode and do the things what I'm supposed to do and concentrate on the task. So I have learned if things are too much of a distraction, then I am the one that gets in trouble, because people are over there playing with it, and if one of the higher ups come over and see him messing with it, they may or may not say something. I'm like, hey, they're not bothering me, they're not talking to me, they can play with it, go for it. As long as they don't bother me, I'm fine. I will engage when I have time to engage, and so on and so forth. Other people have million times during the day they can just get up and start jibber jabbering, and it's like, wow. I don't get it. I don't work around that, and I have to concentrate, so I just stay in my lane, as they say. Let's see, other than that, what's going on? We are not having our snow here in Northern California like I thought we would by now. We're very late. Good one, Tony. You just de-threaded that. Dumbass. Yeah, it's very late. We've had like it's all up in the mountains, but not a lot. You can still see the mountains. And we've had like an hour worth of snow here and there mixed with rain, or it was warm enough to where it would melt, a few hours later and be called a liar if you told somebody it did snow. But we haven't had any significant snow to bring out boots, to bring out shovels, or anything like that. It's like, uh-oh. Don't know what that's about. And somebody said it's going to be dry this year, so we shall see. Come on. In Southern California, for those fires and stuff, that's many hours away from us. So it's not even close to where I'm at. Okay, can I de-thread? Come on, one more time. You can tell I can't even thread a needle and get a cross stitch going. It is difficult. Then again, it is getting late at night, but I have to stay up because I'm not tired. I have a tendency to sit there and toss and turn in bed, so I want to make sure I am really tired. I took some sleeping pills to make sure we got that going. My body takes a very long time to process them, so yesterday was easy. So from the dentist, I wasn't feeling good, and I got home and put my head on the pillow with an ice pack, took some aspirin, and then was playing on my phone, and that's all I remember. I only got 4 hours sleep the night before. Like, dang it, what is going on? I've tried this magnesium that one of my doctors recommended for relaxing. It doesn't do diddly squat. I normally take the Sleepy Time tea. It doesn't help, but I still take it just because it might, and I don't know it. How many of you have had magnesium or Sleepy Time tea, or what other things do you take to help you fall asleep? I do melatonin. I do kava kava. That really knocks me out, but my immune system is, or whatever you call it, digestive system is not the same. It takes a long time for me to have anything take effect. So, When I'm done with this thread, I am done with the cross stitching, and I'll just go lay in bed and play on the phone. And I ordered, what, 2 more things from Temu, 2 more big orders. Things I need. I did those lights. I did several little bags, cosmetic bags. Because right now, underneath my bathroom sink, I have baskets. Plastic baskets, we'll call them. And each one has, like, for the teeth, I have the dental floss, the toothpaste, the toothbrushes, and then another basket will be personal items. Another one will be medication, like sleeping pills. Another one will have like Band-Aids. You know, I have Band-Aids in a bigger area, but I just like to keep a little bit of everything in underneath the sink. But I just want it more organized. It just seems like the buckets are a little bit, or the baskets are a little bit too much. Too cumbersome. Because I have to take out the front stuff. Like I have peroxide and rubbing alcohol in the front, and I have to remove those to get to the baskets. So I'm trying to organize things. I ordered some like powdered makeup because I have powdered makeup and brush and I really like it, and I just smother it on my face. I don't wear that liquid makeup stuff. No. I barely wear makeup because I have a tendency to always rub my eyes. And I bought this palette from Temu, and it had this literal glitter on it. It's like, oh, this will look cool. So I put it on, but it just, during the day, it just gets everywhere as far as my eyes, and I start itching. And I don't want those physical pieces of plastic or whatever getting in my eyes and irritating me. So I stopped that nonsense, but they do have shimmery type makeup, so I bought some of that. Pearlescence, as it were. And got a whole mess of shelves in the bathroom to get organized, and maybe if I'm more organized, I can have more time to do the things I want to do, huh? What do you think? Alright, last stitch, because I'm at my last point. But yeah, let me know if you're interested in peyote. I don't know if I'll be the best teacher. I will have to study before I bring a video to you. It's not going to be months. But I just have to find the time and the motivation, and the weekend would be the best. I can even do a live if there's enough interest, so we can learn together and we can ask questions instead of you waiting and all this stuff. Ink. That is my plans for this channel. Hope you stayed with me. Hope you were stitching something. And today is Wednesday, so tomorrow's Thursday. It's also my garbage day. Let me turn this off. It's going to be nothing but sunny, like 54 and sunny the rest of the week, or a little bit of overcast, but nothing. I mean, it's ridiculous weather. You know, we shouldn't be having this kind of weather at this time of year. But anyway, thank you for sticking it out. Let me know in the comments down below. I want to grow this channel because I'm going to delete the other one. And hope you guys are doing well. Bye.